Yeah, so we got our bases covered, and heads got to be covered for some in some parts of the state with some rain showers, right?
Yeah, that's right. Also, protect yourself from the UV radiation because it's going to be a very hot one. In Las Cruces, it's going to be a dry one, and consecutive days of triple-digit heat very likely ahead. And we're talking about at least a week's worth of triple-digit heat in the forecast. By the way, your longest streak of triple-digit heat was 22 days in 2023. Your average first 100-degree day, by the way, in Las Cruces is June 7th. Your earliest was May 9th in 1989. And your latest 100-degree day in a given season was July 17th, 1949. But it's going to be very hot and dry. So, yeah, as David mentioned, there will be some areas experiencing some rain, so have the umbrellas, but protect yourself from the solar radiation because it's going to be very sunny and hot throughout the afternoon today. This morning's a little bit chilly in Alamosa and humid, 40 degrees right now, and around the freezing mark in Angel Fire with mist and fog beginning to develop. 52 in Raton, 54 Santa Fe, 70 last hour in Albuquerque, 64 right now, and still in the 70s. Very mild there in Alamogordo, 79 degrees right now, likely reaching triple-digit territory this afternoon. Very humid, as I mentioned, Alamosa in the 90 percentile relative humidity range and value right now, and also very humid in Angel Fire. And a little bit less humid this morning in Las Vegas and Tucumcari compared to yesterday morning. From Albuquerque towards Silver City, it's mostly milder and dry compared to the past few mornings. Clouds moving to the southeast and northeast New Mexico and southeast New Mexico. Some mist is possible around Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs as well. Crystal clear skies over the Duke City. We're seeing an air temperature again 64. Light easterly winds bringing that cooler air compared to last hour. And still dry, 45% relative humidity. Throughout the morning and the afternoon, temperatures heating up a little bit more compared to yesterday. 94 yesterday, and similar, if not maybe slightly hotter today, right around 95, I'm predicting. In the high 80s, low 90s in Santa Fe. 80s from Alamosa, Taos, and Raton, near 90 in places like Clayton, Farmington, even Durango. Triple-digit heat possible in Roswell, Alamogordo, and even Las Cruces and Deming. So above normal temperatures for most areas across the Land of Enchantment. If you guys are going to be out and about attending the Isotopes game as they take on the Oklahoma City Comets, well, very warm weather for the next few games. Temperatures in the lower 90s today for a 6:35 start as well tomorrow. 95 and 97 on Father's Day, mostly sunny, a 6:05 start. So hotter and drier, mostly calm winds with storms less numerous across our viewing area today along the east slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains as well as in parts of southeast New Mexico. And dry thunderstorms in the Gila National Forest may once again spark up more wildfires. We've been talking about that. And strong to severe storms are possible later this evening in parts of Lee County as moisture moves to the east. Lingering drizzle in the Rio Grande Valley possible only for a few areas. But with this high pressure system overhead this weekend, the drier weather moving to the east and fewer thunderstorms in eastern New Mexico. Temperatures on Father's Day looking hot, around 100 in Albuquerque, 90s in Santa Fe, 100 or so in Farmington. And look at that, triple-digit heat in Roswell all the way to Deming, close to 110. So record heat is possible. Look at that, Tucumcari could be around 190s in Durango. If not today, more likely this weekend. And then we'll cool off a little bit next week. Alamosa, very warm today in the 80s. Farmington, Gallup, and Cuba, upper 80s, lower 90s. Farmington, again, close to 100 on Father's Day. Glenwood, Deming, mostly dry today. Camado, we're going to be in the 80s, a slight chance of showers. Las Cruces, Alamogordo, triple-digit heat likely for at least the next several days, as well as Roswell, Carlsbad, a slight chance of storms in Hobbs to Clovis and Tucumcari late this afternoon and this evening. More Springer, if any showers do form, they'll be weaker compared to what we have been seeing. And in the northern mountains, very similar conditions. More sunshine than clouds, 90s in Espanola, 80s today in Santa Fe, 90s this weekend. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Sandia Park, puffy clouds developing this afternoon, maybe a stray shower at best. From the north to south valley of Albuquerque, most likely dry, partly to mostly sunny in the 90s. Triple-digit heat, most likely this Father's Day. And then after another hot Monday, it'll start to cool off next week, but only by a few degrees. So, David, above normal temperatures ahead.
Either way, that says high for me on the AC.
Yeah, high with the high pressure system and high to the hot weather.
Yeah.
Trying to do as much high, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thanks a lot, Ryan.